Hello and welcome to this episode of Read Play Game, the podcast where we look at tabletop role-playing games from every side of the table. I am Jessica, and I'm going to be the rules lawyer and facilitator for this game today.
Hi, I'm Emma, and I will be playing today.
I'm Anish, and I'll be playing today.
I'm Tori. I'll be playing.
I'm Margot. I'll be playing.
And what game will we be playing?
Today we are playing An Altogether Different River by Aaron Lim. For people tuning in for the first time, this is the first of three parts that make it... People just laugh because... Sorry.
No one's laughing.
Everybody's laughing at me.
It's chill.
For people tuning in for the first time, this is the first of three parts that make up the structure of this podcast, the read portion. We won't just be reading, though. We'll be walking through the character creation process of an RPG that we've selected for this arc, talking through the rules as we go. In this case, this game is a little bit more than character creation. It's character creation and building a world together. So this is going to be more of a joint read-play episode, because usually be followed up by a play and a game discussion episode.
Which...
Oh, I didn't see that you had covered that in the part that you...
I'm excited for An Altogether Different River, because someone like me is an altogether different breed. You know, I'm kind of esoteric and unique like that, so I'm excited to play a game that appeals to that kind of,
All you need to know, if you haven't listened to this, is there's going to be like 3 episodes. Actually 4, because we're going to do an interview, but there's going to be a couple episodes.
It's a surprise.
Maybe 4. Because that's how many we do per game. So strap in, skip this one if you don't care. But
this one, if you want to listen to any of them, definitely listen to this one, because the world building is the game. So we'll be building the world and creating the characters that are returning or have remained in it. And that's the whole game. That's what we're doing.
Yes. So as I said earlier, today we're going to be playing An Altogether Different River by Aaron Lim, which is a collaborative, GM-less role-playing game about a town, the people who have left and returned, and the people who stayed behind. It's inspired in parts by Downfall by Caroline Hobbs and I almost said Microsoft. And Microscope by Ben Robbins.
Which, if you listen to our Epitaph arc, Caroline Hobbs is the other half of Less Than 3 Games, a very cool game designer. And then Microscope was actually one of the inspirations for Epitaph as well.
So it's kind of
got
all
an interconnected web.
Yeah, I mean, it's very nice about the TTRPG community is that it's all very connected and very tight knit, you know, in a sense.
Oh, speaking of which, this game was recommended to us by Caro Assertion in our interviews.
Yeah. Among many others, like there's been a lot of buzz about this game. I
swear it's been mentioned in one of our other interviews, but I'm not going to go back and listen to them. So if any of you know, then
tell us in the comments.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
But anyway, we've been really excited to play this one for a while, so we're just gonna jump right in. Any thoughts before we any thoughts or historical research anyone did before this that they want to throw in?
Do you see Stuart here? No.
I'll mention at the top, just because we might run into this, Jess is gonna rules lawyer and facilitate. I'm kind of paralegal again because I also read through the rules, so we might at some point have to. What's the word? Mitigate.
We're going to butt heads. It's going to be full-on courtroom in here.
It'll be good. I'm excited.
Yay.
One thing that's really special about this game that we are going to do to the best of our abilities is it is a map making and drawing game. We are using the Zoom whiteboard for that. We will share the final map unless it's absolutely horrendous, because we are using mostly our, cursors to do this. So think paint, think very basic. Maybe I'll make it pretty later, but no promises on that.
MS Paint.
Yeah.
Emma's Paint.
YouTube short.
MF Paint.
Emma's Paint.
I had seen somebody, it was like a Midwest emo band, and they were talking about bands are afraid to seem pathetic anymore, and that's why we don't have any good new music. So I think even if the map sucks, we should share it. And
oh, yeah.
Podcasts are afraid to be pathetic.
The tabletop role-playing game podcasts are not afraid to be pathetic.
We love being pathetic.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so this game, it's a storytelling game, GM-less, as we said. It is meant for 2 to 4 people. We've talked about how it would work for 5 people. The 5th person is still kind of up in the air about whether they'll be playing or not. But I do like the platonic ideal of those 4 playing and me being the rules lawyer. So like we're going back to the classic RPG days that y'all miss.
Give me a classic Smiling Friends.
This game is intended to have like 1 or 2 sessions that are about 3 to 4 hours each. We'll see. We'll see what happens here time-wise, because we're being so good about that so far. To play, you'll need some blank sheets of paper as character sheets. You will be making characters for this, and a large communal sheet to draw the maps of the town in the past and present. As Emma mentioned, we are using the whiteboard feature on Zoom.
Does everybody have paper to do their own character sheet? Because that's something you do separately.
No, I can go get it now.
You could probably do it Notes app on your phone. There's less about drawing. It's more about writing stuff down.
It's not Notes app on your phone.
I'll get it anyway.
Cool.
Okay. In addition to these sheets of paper that we now all have, you're also going to want a standard deck of playing cards. For today, what we're going to be using is the Maryland playing cards that I have on my shelf. Thank you, Lucy, from Chicago, or the Chicago area. And yeah, let's get going.
Yay. We're in the setting boundaries section, which is what I titled it. Let me see what it's called in. Yeah, it's called Boundaries and Expectations, but I titled it Setting Boundaries because we're also talking about literally the setting that we're going to be in.
I was just about to ask. I was like, that's a fun emphasis.
Thank you. And like what we want from the setting. Tori, did you have a question?
Also, hearing you talk about setting boundaries had me thinking about how like maps get drawn out. Did you know that the farther away the person deciding the territory was, the straighter the lines are? Like, so in the U.S. states, we've got a lot of squares the farther you go west versus like other ones that are more natural go along rivers and whatnot, if they're like actually familiar with the like place itself. So that's what popped into my brain.
Yeah, because all those states out west are like fake as fuck.
Yeah. So with the boundaries and expectations of this game, there is the usual like safety tools. They specifically recommend lines and veils, or say, I personally tend to use lines and veils in my game. They also talk about TV rating style guide of like, are we going to be playing a R-rated game or a G-rated game? So we can talk a little bit about that, but I also think at the same time, it'll be helpful to talk about what tone we want to hit and what setting we want, because that'll inform what we might be worried about, like, coming up, you know? Like, they talk about, like, the setting can be incredibly varied. The quote that I pulled was, the genres and settings could cover anything from modern suburbia to urban fantasy to ancient mythology to far future biopunk. And there's, like, a basic prompt and, like, random generator for the game, and then there's some specific prompts for specific settings. So like if you want a sci-fi vibe, they've updated it to go for a sci-fi vibe.
Cool.
So is anybody drawn to anything in particular with this?
I guess I'm coming off Kids on Bikes, The Return. I would love to do something a little more light. So if we're going for TV Guide, maybe something like PG even.
Cool.
I like sci-fi.
What do you mean by that?
Like it can deal with heavy themes, but I want it to be like Bluey. Or something to that effect.
We want to be treating each other with kindness and grace.
Man.
I want to get a little silly. I feel like Kids on Bikes was heavy. I kind of want to like shake it off a little. Adventure time.
The tone that most often, like the basic tone of this, is described as more melancholic.
I know.
Because it is a returning, but we can do a like, melancholy doesn't necessarily have to be that incredibly heavy. It can be truly melancholy of like, oh, something's changed here and I'm getting to know it again.
Yeah, it's like you're getting older and you're revisiting your hometown that you lived as a child, and you realize the fun times you had on the swing set are no longer possible because you're too big.
Okay, but that's what you wanted, Tori. But that was what you were describing.
I just want it to be a little less like I had read that it's melancholic, and I don't know. I just feel like our last one was really kind of like.
I mean, you can still
heavy.
make jokes in melancholy.
All right.
Okay, so setting wise, there's some interest in sci-fi. The base game is more like classic out of time town, and then there are some. They have an example that I really like. Let me go to the pages. It starts on page 22 for the example packs, the game seeds. There's return to the level 1 town. of like
Yeah.
a D&D campaign and you come back to your level 1 town. There's one that is more like capitalist sci-fi, a megapolis, like,
Megalopolis.
yeah, with like underground clubs and stuff. There's a space station one. There's more of a family one, like reunion dinners, weddings, and funerals. There's also the whole like, we can just use the base game, which might give a good example for people who want to play it, you know?
I think that's what we should do, especially because you can kind of create the... I mean, we're about to create the setting itself rather than like use one of the templates, like or like this is more for the. We're just talking tone in this section, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
we are
yeah.
talking setting. You decide before you do a full build of the town generally what setting you want. Of like, do we want it to be modern? Do we want it to be in the past? Do we want it to be out of time? Do like that kind of stuff is supposed to be decided as a group before you start building.
I am kind of driven to sci-fi or like Roman Empire, like that kind of stuff. With I personally think it's cool where like to imagine how people accomplish things that we do in modern day with either super primitive technology or super like future advanced technology. But that's just me.
I don't have strong opinions. I like the idea of going default. I just want to be able to get a little silly with it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have no
And I
preference
think-
either.
In terms of time frame, we're looking at just the time frame of like less than a lifespan.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe this is overstepping where I said I wanted to be involved with this, but surprise, surprise. But I kind of would be more interested in like a modern, just regular setting. I would like to have something that at the very least contrasts with what y'all did for Epitaph.
What if we did near future sci-fi and then we can look at like new technologies and how they change a space? Does that sound interesting? Like part
That's
of
fun.
what's changed is like there's been technological developments because that is true right now of any town.
Oh yeah, I recently took a trip to India, and my family was driving me around in their hometown, and my dad and mom were pointing out where they used to go to school, and I'd heard stories about like their environment and how like it was pretty lush, overgrown, and like these small little areas. And when they point to the schools now, they're like buildings, like completely torn down, replaced, and the technology has completely shifted everything. So I think I like the idea of modern. I think you can capture that vibe in any setting. That was a bit of a tangent, but
That's how I felt when I moved to New York and I was gone from North Carolina for like a month. And then I came back and the Burger King that had been a pile of rubble for literal years, like in that 1 month I was gone, I hadn't seen the construction at all. And it was there.
yeah,
Like it was the Burger King that we'd been waiting for that just said soon outside of it for years, like somehow manifested.
this is no.
It's like if you left New York for 1 year when they were building the Empire State Building and you came back literally the next year and like it went from being nothing to the Empire State Building.
That's how it feels, honestly, to leave New York for like a fucking week and I come back and every store is like completely changed on this block. Like fucking Shady Lady's gone. The Rite Aid is gone. That shit changes so fast.
So what I'm getting is close to modern, but we want to explore those themes of like technological and development.
I'm down to explore theme. I'm good with the sci-fi setting. I'm cool with
Yeah.
that. As long as we're having a discussion about setting and tone, I'm going to swing to what I can contribute in terms of tone by asking you, Tori. PG, does that mean like, are the teens drinking? Like, is there like some level of like silliness and adolescence that's like not necessarily bluey, but also like youthful kind of things that aren't necessarily PG?
I don't even know why I said Bluey. I've never even seen it. Mostly my sentiment was just like, I want to have more fun with this one.
Yeah.
If that's what the game will lend itself to, and like also fully give it its full like weight or whatever. But I don't have any like content restrictions. It's just if the kids are drinking, I don't want to hear about somebody ODing.
Yeah,
or
100%.
whatever, you know what I
I'm
mean?
on the same page.
But I could hear about them getting wacky and silly and getting into some hijinks.
You know, they all like get on the playground. I don't know.
Like, I was fucked up back then.
Oh, we were screaming.
They like vandalize the school.
Yeah. They vandalized the
Children
school.
slop with some low-key touching elements.
But what I mean to say to that point is I think we should lean hard into that because I think this game and its design will bring the melancholy automatically. We don't have to lean into it.
Cool.
And I'm really excited to play a game where we're like having fun, silly, and then the question's like, why are you secretly
Like, what's changed?
Why are you secretly resenting this best friend you used to have? And I'm like,
So we're talking more an episode of like Avatar: The Last
Nice.
Airbender and not Smiling Friends.
perfect.
That's
Yes.
fun.
That's what I'm thinking.
It is important that we nail down what setting we
yes.
want, though. So I was trying to kind of combine the goal of having a more like modern fantastical setting with Margot's sci-fi goal in terms of near future sci-fi. Is that compelling to
What
people?
does near future sci-fi mean?
Like, we'll be introducing new technologies, maybe? Like, part of what's changing in the town is a sci-fi element?
Honestly, like my thinking, since Jess brought up the Burger King, I think it could be cool to do something like
rural.
you know, North Carolina, like a Southern type vibe where, you know, like North Carolina is a great example where like, you know, all of these big corporations like Apple and things are moving in and modernizing the triangle and all of these things.
Ooh.
Let's do Durham, North Carolina.
Yeah, let's get a fucking techno cookout in here.
So it's like, it doesn't have to be North Carolina specifically, but it's like this idea of this town that's rather small and then people move there because it's so cheap to develop. And then like over the course of one lifetime, like tons of skyscrapers
parking
or
lot here.
you know, like apartment buildings.
So we are doing
complexes, et cetera.
general setting is like small town developing in the modernish day.
Works for me.
The Research Triangle.
North Carolina.
I
Research
want
Triangle
I want a
Park.
cookout that's doing the shit that Nick Spankies was doing in Jimmy Neutron, flying around
Okay.
and killing people. Anyway,
So
I do want to confirm something. I get the small town vibe. I feel like we're out of time, but as somebody who like, I like to know, are we in the Americas
I think we might be in
cookout territory?
we're in North Carolina.
I would be down with being in North Carolina. I feel
Okay,
like we haven't
I love
touched on
that.
that, and we've all got that experience.
and modernish day.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and actually, honestly, shout out to Anish. Did you ever go to Hill Family Farms? It was like where
Yeah, oh my god.
It's a hospital now.
And now it's a giant hospital with a helipad.
Y'all, this was place you go to do corn mazes.
How dare they build a
Well,
hospital?
it'd been there for so long, and you go there for strawberry picking, and we have 2 hospitals right beside it. So I don't know, whatever. It really was like a parking lot here.
How many people are even getting sick? Come on.
Okay, so the first thing that we do then in creating the town is if you go to the actual rule book, which is linked in the episode outline at the top, on page 8 of the PDF, which is page 6 on the like labels, if that makes sense.
Yep.
That's the town then and now. We each secretly, so hold it in your head or write it down, pick an element from that default list. You're also allowed to make one up. And then we're all going to reveal them at the same time. I think we'll just say them in quick succession.
I think
It
we
is
should say them simultaneously.
Yeah, we should say them simultaneously because what if we like pick the same one?
They do talk about
That's
yeah.
fun. No, that's what I'm saying. But like, if we don't
could
do
do
it
it in the Zoom
simultaneously,
chat.
maybe
That's why I thought we could write it down.
I think it's fun to say them all at once, audio wise.
Okay.
say it all at once.
Cool.
Yeah.
So pick one, hold it in your head. Okay. Does everyone have one?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, and then we'll say it. Ready?
Wait, hold on. Give me 1 sec. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Stills.
Tunnels.
Flowers.
Hey.
Okay, so we've got 2 stilts. What do we have? We have swamp from me. What else?
Tunnels.
Tunnels. Anish.
flowers.
Hey Nish, what's on your sweater?
Flowers.
And then both Tori and Margot
Stilts,
said
yeah.
stilts.
Is it because
right?
you were thinking of
Very
Abora's
cute.
Christmas tree?
No, but
Okay.
that is a good reference.
Okay.
I was just
So,
between stilts and
it's
tunnels,
totally-
which is funny.
Stilts and tunnels.
It's totally fine if multiple players choose the same element, and they recommend that you can make that element a big focus of
Big
the town.
stilts.
This is all coming together pretty good, I feel like. So now what we're doing is we are just, and this is going to be tricky for us, we are just discussing, there's not a big structure to it, how these things connect, what the town looks like, and we can draw the map.
Yep.
I don't know if it'll be easiest for us to each draw all the time, or if we want to say, like, I'm going to add this before we start drawing might be the easiest.
I don't want to draw at all.
I have my drawing pad so I can sketch things in, and then if people want to add, maybe that's a good, like, we can discuss and add. We also want the map to be incredibly basic right now because we are going to change it.
Epic.
I'm reading as well that we discuss which elements are timeless and immutable.
Yes.
When you say that, is that not going to change in between the then and now version of town?
I think that's the goal, is like, yeah, what's for sure going to be there versus what
What
or,
was
like,
there and what's there now?
Yeah. Which might be really interesting. Like, what I'm immediately with the swamp and the stilts, I'm picturing a town that's literally in a swamp. So the houses and all of the buildings are on stilts,
Yeah,
you
that
know?
makes sense.
And I think that's good. And for me, what I was thinking with the tunnels was like a new like subway system getting introduced. And I think that could be a thing that is not timeless and immutable in that sense, where like that's one of the new
a
technological
new
things
thing.
that is getting actively introduced, is like a underground, which would be complicated in a swamp, I feel. Though
Yeah.
DC is a
Which
swamp,
it
so I
could
guess
be-
it's fine.
Honestly,
The swamp doesn't have to be immutable.
I wonder if this swamp is immutable or if that's
That's what I'm saying.
yeah. There's a lot of loss of wetlands in North Carolina.
Can someone
specifically.
define mutable?
Mutable means changeable, so immutable means it doesn't change, and then mutable means it can change.
Okay, thank you.
Also, a fun thing with the prefix, if you think of mutate.
Also, asterisks on the stilts, because if multiple people pick the same one, it's a big deal in the town. So, stilts either, I like the idea that they are the primary foundation if it's in a swamp, or if, and I know we're not supposed to get too detailed, but if it's like superfluous stilts, like when you've got new development and stuff, like there's all these random hobbies that crop up, I feel like. So I'm like, not rock climbing, but like stilt climbing.
Yeah.
Like that's some kind of obscure, there's plenty of,
Yeah.
like I'm thinking of Shelby, North Carolina. Like I
Molly
swear to
Shelby.
God, they train like people who do telephone wires there or something. There's like a field that just has these tall, giant stilts in it.
It could be really fun if, like, what I'm thinking in terms of modern stuff is transportation's probably like airboats in between areas. If like things are on stilts.
Waterworld.
and If you're in the like wet areas, and then maybe in the town now, there's like this kind of lost art of travel that way. Of like
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
the water's gone, so now the only people that are like going between houses on stilts are just doing
I'll-
it for fun. Like,
I'll
it's
also say
literally
it does
that.
say here, slow down and shift the conversation towards character creation and play when you start describing any specific locations, residents, or traditions of the town, as each player will get the opportunity to introduce specific aspects of the town later.
Cool. So we want swampland to be what the town is in.
That makes sense.
Does that sound right? So we have swamp. We have buildings on stilts.
And Anish said
Stilting.
flowers. I mean, that could be like that could also be related to like crops and agriculture or something potentially.
There's a
Or
lot
like
of
a festival, but that is a specific tradition, I guess.
there's a lot of really cool plant life that just lives in North Carolina, and that
Venus
flytrap.
flytrap.
Fly
Yeah.
trap
Like,
is
I
dope.
got it
Venus
first. I got it
flytrap.
first.
and the pitcher,
pitcher plant,
and those
Ooh.
things, those are specific to swamps. Those are specific to wetlands.
Guys,
the most
can
part.
we
I love that.
can we shift
Smoky
to the
Mountains.
sci-fi and like there's really big Venus flytrap and pitcher plant problems now. They're getting huge and like eating people.
That can be part of
I want
this.
one as a pet,
Oh.
kind of. Can they?
It's kind of cute.
We're
Also-
not
Getting
married
silly.
to.
So we've got
right.
Buildings on stilts, just real quick.
Is this supposed to be able to take place in our current reality, or can it be a little
I
fantastical?
think we can make it more fantastical.
I think we've shifted a little.
Okay.
It's Avatar.
We've plane shifted.
This is
also-
North Carolina if it was cool.
One thing I was going to say real quick that I had a thought of about like the tunnels aspect is like tunnels don't necessarily need to be underground. Because like,
It's true. They can be like they could be painted onto a cliff and fake.
Oh, I was more saying like if more and more buildings are built over the swamp, and the tunnels are like underneath the buildings.
What if, like the McDonald's playpen?
Ooh, or like in Minneapolis where they've got the Skyway thing where it's like since it's so cold they connect the buildings with those above ground tunnels that are over the streets. Those are really cool. That could also be an aspect of industrialization.
So we've got just more congestion, at least. Specifically, I'm just going to make a couple more buildings.
Tunnels between the stilt
that's
houses.
what I'm saying.
Like
That's what I'm
above
saying.
ground.
I think that's what,
Yeah.
I wasn't really listening. Well, I was. I'm sorry.
The Charlotte's Discovery Place tunnel from the parking lot. Anyone have that core with the chain like link, and you could look over the road.
And then I'm just going to draw some like pockets of plants. Yeah, anything else? We got swamp, tunnels, flowers, stilts.
So notably what we're doing on our map, listeners, is Emma is currently drawing the town then.
And the town now.
So the layout of your page will be on the left. You're going to have a picture of the town, and that's going to be the town then, which is like in the past section. And then you're going to copy that and put it on the right in the town now. And so these are the two different time periods, and they're going to be separated in the middle by the river. So at this step, since we're having this discussion, Emma is currently drawing that.
Technically, it's not called the river. It's called the relationship map, but it is the river. So I just said the river because it's shorter than the relationship map.
Yes.
Do we feel like we're ready to get more into character creation?
I feel great.
Do we have enough to hold on to?
Take me there.
Incredible.
So going into character creation, which is everybody's favorite parts, each player then creates a character they will play throughout the game. For each character, you choose one key thing, and that is whether they are returned or remained. So a returned character is someone who left the town a long time ago, so in the town then era, and a remained is someone who's been there the whole time. And we want to have as close to even numbers between the returned and remained characters. So I don't think I'm going to be making a character. Okay. So between you four, 2 and 2.
I'd be down to do a returned.
I'm inclined to do remain.
Do you have a preference, Tori?
I don't. I'll fill in the cracks.
Then I'll do returned.
Which puts me in remained?
Hometown hero story. Okay. Yeah.
Are you a different beast, but the same animal?
Ain't it the way? Okay, so there's different things for returned characters and remained characters. For those who returned, you choose one which you carry with you and one which you left behind, and then they have a list of an old sin, hope unyielding, a painful memory, etc. For those who remained, it's choose one which you've built up and one which you've worn down, a home and hearth, wealth and abundance, bond or relationship, etc. So we can find these on page 8 is for those who returned, and on page 9 is those who remained.
Remind me, who has returned?
Margot and I.
Margot and you, and then Tori and Anish are the remained.
Hey, Kate!
You know. Oh, we're killing ourselves.
What is
I
this?
don't get it. What's happening?
That was the high school we went to.
Oh. And I think the best way for us to do this is to honestly take, like...
Jesus, you're dying.
Oh, Lord, I needed that.
Is to take just, like, a minute or two to do this, and then we introduce our characters. Because we're going to do more, like, character ties, but just read through it. I don't think we need to go one by one until we've already thought it out.
Right. And another thing that you want to note in your characters for the returned, you're going to want to write down why you left the town, the places you've seen since, and why you've returned after so long. And for remained, write down why you've stayed, even if you might have left it for a short time and returned, and what opportunities you gave up to stay.
I also want to note they have the questions. You pick one or more questions that you're interested in exploring later on. don't answer them. It's questions that are interesting to you. We're not answering them right now. We answer them through scenes.
Bookmark them for later.
And then for everybody on page 10, choose one or more names for your character. So there's cool stuff. Full legal name and title if they hold it. A personal name. Like, it's got all of the fun stuff.
And we're trying to keep these light-ish. So, like, not bone, blood, and dust, I assume.
Yeah, think very real life, I think. You know, like, heavier, but more, like, real, like, yeah. It's not that heavy.
Also, so hilarious earlier when you were like, I was talking about Bluey as a tone, and you were like, do you mean we treat each other respectfully? And then in the middle of Margot's
And you were like, no. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I do kind of have an idea for a character.
Do it. Because we're half and half, so you could throw one in. But you have to decide now.
I'll make one and we'll see if they come up.
Girl.
No.
You have to decide
come
now.
up or they don't.
Okay, I'm going to give myself names right now.
Do y'all have genders picked out for your oaths?
I'm gonna... I think I'm gonna be a woman.
I'm a guy.
I'm a man.
I'm a he, I'm a him. Because I just kind of want to
Lady.
fill in the gaps if we have it.
I mean,
All
we
right.
don't have to represent all the genders.
I'll be a dude.
I'm a he. I'm a...
I'm a him. I don't get into that.
Or, you know, I might do... How do we feel? This goes back into tone. I might do some stuff with, like, being a returned and having changed how I identify now I'm back in town.
Whoa. Some
Do
whoa.
it.
Do people feel comfy with that?
I don't like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
With
I don't like
changing genders?
discussion.
I meant with playing this
No,
game
yeah.
specifically. Like, is that something we're comfortable bringing into the game?
Is the vibe of
I won't be selling
Like
a wedding
the
cake to you,
return.
but
I think...
Fuck, my wedding
that's
cake
honestly-
salesman character is fucked.
I'm doing
my
low-key a
God.
pretty self-insert but alternate reality situation for me.
Airing today, aren't we?
This is a game that we can really... We chose North Carolina. That's where I live.
we did choose?
Is it okay if I play a conservative character?
I don't care.
yeah.
It'd gaff, but
It's kind of a
I want to keep
self-insert,
the tone
too.
silly.
Tone
like,
silly.
Okay, ha 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 ha. Funny.
Like, yes, I have changed how I present and I identify differently. I didn't really explain it to my family because it's not important to me that they understand the details of it. But, like, they see me and so they know something's going on. You know, like, I don't feel like I need to have any direct, like... It's just that kind of unspoken, there might not be something understood here.
Yeah, okay.
That's as far as I think it will go.
Cool.
Do you still want to be siblings?
I would love to be siblings.
Whoa.
Let's go.
Okay. And what gave me the idea to go into that was the names and relationships. I picked full legal name and then personal name only. Of like... Although I might do one or more, so this works.
I gotta say, if our map isn't as nice as the map on page 11,
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Do people need more time?
Nah.
The next thing that we do is we take some time to introduce your characters to each other, go over your character details, and we take turns discussing and writing down on our sheets how we might know each other. And you can change things at any time if, like, relationships in the town don't match what your questions were. You can switch your questions.
Nice.
Also, you do not have to write your questions in the river. We only have to write the answers in the river. Because we write the questions, we write unanswered questions in the river at the end.
Gotcha. Cool.
And we should all know each other. Not necessarily well, but we should all know each other. And they say, feel free to discuss your character's secrets and motivations openly at this point to work out possible relationships, but leave some ambiguity to be explored during play. Who wants to share their character concept first? Maybe we should talk, because we had the sibling idea,
We're
because we have
sibling idea.
matching sweaters. My idea as the returned was that I studied ecology and environmental science locally, focus on swamp and wetlands. Did you also study ecology?
No, we're gonna have a fun dynamic though.
Okay. And I left to do my grad studies and further research in the Everglades in Florida. So I've done a lot of work around invasive species and stuff like that in specific swamp areas. And I'm back because my funding got cut.
Hey,
And so I'm finding new work, but I'm back home.
shout out.
And I picked that my name is Annabelle. I don't have a last name yet. I go by Anna, but when I was a child, I was called Belle.
Cool.
So, Anish, what's up with you?
So I want to play a big lumberjack vibe man. His name's Leo. I want to say older brother for Belle.
Sure.
And the kind of dynamics I wanted to play with are in a town that's slowly growing people. This is the guy developing it,
Great.
on the ground. So I think that includes a level of environmental destruction that's interesting. So there's that.
Cool.
Can I do my character, or are you still?
I think we give basic pitches and then we do the full web. Okay, so
Yeah.
yes.
So, and are we saying what we carry with us and left behind? And
You don't have to, but you can.
did
I'll
y'all?
say
I
it.
missed it.
I didn't. I said that I carry hope unyielding with me. Mm-hmm. And I left behind words left behind. So I'm not worried about it anymore.
Leo has built up a community of people, but has worn down a history and a legacy.
Cool.
I also worn down a history legacy, so that's fun. And we're the remainers.
The character that I have created is Reverend Simon White,
Epic.
who is a returned character who left the town to run for Congress and lost, and is now back. I think left behind an old sin, and I think that has something to do with a child, neglected
Okay.
a child.
Cool.
Well, wait, fuck. Can a reverend have a kid?
It depends
I
on the
mean,
religion.
if that's the sin,
Yeah.
A secret child.
Kid. Secret kid.
that's why you
great.
weren't elected.
Secret kid, and coming back for the burden of obligation. In my head, the parent of the kid has passed away or something like that. Because I think even though I lost, I think that I might still try to campaign. And then there's maybe I have an obligation to. We'll see if that's.
Secret child.
Secret child.
Secret child. That's crazy.
I think it's me, or just me left. I'm trying to I'm still kind of split on something. My character's name is Jackie Pym, Jacqueline Pym, and I'm gonna say when I was a child, I saw, I'm gonna say like a shooting star or something in the sky, and it made me want to explore outer space and wanted to leave this kind of stuff. So I became an astronaut. So I'm going to say
You're returned.
Yeah. So I'm going to say I carry a moment of pure joy and wonder, that first moment where I saw, I imagine that there was more out of this world than just what was, on the surface. And I'm going to say I left behind words left unsaid.
I think I still need to do my oomph.
Yep.
So, my character is Jim Paul Parker Jr.
Incredible.
And his family was longtime generations of some kind of land caretakers. Either they were involved with the flowers somehow, or stewards of the land in some capacity, or I don't know, did something that was kind of small scale and not environmentally destructive. However, Jimmy Jr., as the family would call him, wanted more and is riding this wave of industrialism. So he's going by Paul, just Paul, built up wealth and abundance and worn down history and legacy. Just like Leo. So I'm kind of going for a Onceler thing.
Nice.
Nice.
And like, you know, fuck this small family farm. I'm going to be buying Prada suits. And although I stayed here, I don't like to think that I'm from here. You know what I mean?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, damn.
Prada suit in the swamp is crazy.
Look at my little drawing of Annabelle.
That's so cute.
That's really cute.
Look at my drawing
Annabelle
of
more
Leo.
like
Wow.
anime. Look at my picture of Simon.
Sorry, listeners. Fuck you. Okay, so with that in mind, let's come up with some character ties. And what we're going to do for these character ties is literally, I'm going to pick like a different color. And like, we will have the sibling tie.
Ah.
And you draw character ties. So that's part of why we want to keep the text small here.
There's a list of character names.
If you can't think of them. So what other relationships do we have? Do we think, like, who's different ages?
Are we going, before we do, there's like a whole like thing, there's a whole like several bullet points of things to know about your character.
What do you mean?
The like full legal name and titles, personal name only, etc. This section.
Those are your names that you pick. So that's why I was Annabelle. So I have my full legal name is Annabelle. I go by Anna as my personal name. And the nickname that only people in this town know and use is Belle. So you pick one or more.
Did everybody? Oh, is it one or more?
Yeah.
This is the list. Okay, yes, I misread. Understood.
So that's like Jim Paul Parker Jr. is now just going by Paul.
Which I guess if this is North Carolina, convention would have been to go by middle name, actually. So probably the family called me Paul Jr. So now I guess I'm going... I like the name Paul Parker, though.
That's a good name.
I know. So never mind. Scratch that. Not historically accurate. Sorry, North Carolinians.
I mean, it doesn't have to be historically accurate to North Carolina.
I like to think of this less as at the point that we're at now, more of a North Carolina-like state, but maybe not necessarily North Carolina.
Epic.
So with that, is there anything else people want to add to their names that they feel like would be important for us to start building relationship ties, or do we want to start brainstorming those relationship ties?
Yeah, I don't know that Simon White might not be my legal name, or like I go by a secret name when I'm like in my personal whatever, but I'll figure out what that might be.
So we should go into character ties then. So Leo and Annabelle, siblings. What's our last name? Can we be Fen?
Yeah.
Because that's a type of bog.
Sure.
I want to be childhood friends with one of the other young people. How young are we?
I'm pretty young.
I just turned 50.
Okay, so
And
you're not.
business
very
is booming.
We could be childhood friends.
young. Incredible. And remind me, what was your name?
Jackie.
Okay.
How old are you?
I don't know. How old is your Emma?
I could be flexible since you're an astronaut. That feels like you have to be older. So maybe I'm 35 going like
Yeah, it sounds good.
mid 30s when I return.
30 sounds good to me.
Childhood friends. Okay, what else do we want here? Anything launching out to people?
I'd like to think that maybe me and Leo are either business partners or like, because tell me more about your employment.
I'm thinking like construction, like the practical side of things. So like maybe we have joint ventures into like, I feel like for the magnate developer of this small town, we're business partners. But were we friends as when we were younger? How old is
You're 50, right?
Jim Paul Parker?
Yeah, I'll be 50. And I think it was like, as soon as I was done with school, I'm home, I'm helping at the farm. Like, I think he wasn't super social, and like maybe because he didn't develop these close friendships, the money became like, it became a little easier to swallow.
Can I have a pitch?
Destroying the natural landscape. Yeah, what's up?
Since Paul Parker is older, is Paul Parker the one who convinced Leo to like go into this
Hey,
side
I got
of
an
business?
idea. I need a young, strapping fellow such as yourself who knows the industry.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think that works. We got a decade between us, so I feel like that could work out.
I could say I'd be friends with the Reverend, probably.
Yeah, I mean, maybe even like campaign related stuff, like fun, like you could be part of like lobbying or fundraising for my stuff.
I need you to get more lax legislation here so I can be ramping up production, polluting and whatever.
Right.
Money, money, money. Tax break, please.
Money, 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 money.
Political ties.
Yeah, and I think that, I mean, as a reverend running for office, I definitely have like that charismatic sort of, making big, bold, possibly bigoted statements in my stuff.
Can I say that you are a proponent for the type of budget cuts that got rid of my funding?
Yes, that's good.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Spicy. Margot, how old's your character?
35.
35. Would you be comfortable saying that we have like a childhood crush like situation, like long time, Leo's single, he's in his 40, he just hit 40.
No, I hate Leo. Just kidding. Yeah, I think that's
Y'all,
great
we
idea.
cannot help ourselves.
That's part of
Hey.
it. It's part of it.
We sure are lucky
I
it's not
literally said
Leonardo
I'd be
DiCaprio, because then
romancing.
you'd be too old, am I right?
So how much older than me are you, Leo?
I think 5 years older.
Okay.
Oh,
Because that is a big,
What?
if we were just friends as children, like, what do you mean by that?
Like, I'm so flexible with this.
I mean, if okay, assuming
Was it like a babysitter type crush?
I think it could make a lot of sense if,
yeah,
sorry, I
I
keep
think that's a
forgetting
good
your
idea.
name. I gotta write it down. What was your name?
Yeah, no, I got to write that. I'm sorry, I've been
Jacqueline.
spending way too much fucking time on this piece of art that looks like shit.
It looks good.
It looks great. The
suit
hair
is
looks really
crazy
great.
accurate too. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's an astronaut. Like Jacqueline had a childhood crush on Leo type shit.
I think that I like that aspect.
Yay.
And then, do you think Leo like talked to Jacqueline?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was one of those things where like older brother growing up, and then when y'all were like adults, I don't know when Jacqueline left town, but it's one of those things where like we're different people now.
yeah,
IDK.
different
Does okay? Sorry, continue.
What were you gonna say?
Does anyone want to have a connection to my secret child?
people. I kind of do. I kind of do.
I wouldn't mind one of us being your secret child.
Yeah. How old is?
I mean,
old are
I'm
you?
thinking I could be old as fuck. I could be like
Like, I kinda-
late 60s, 70s, or whatever.
I think it's. Do you want to be the secret child? Emma?
What I was gonna pitch is not necessarily me, but I think having siblings where one of them is fathered by a different father could be fun. But it could also be really fun if the reason Jacqueline's over all the time is because she's got a really busy single mom and dad's not in the picture.
Yeah, because my thinking was like I had this idea for like my background where like my whole reason for leaving was because maybe my mom like died and I'm like kind of alone and I don't really like I want to find my dad type thing, and it's like
That's
that
good.
childhood aspect of like, oh, maybe he's like out there somewhere, and like if I go like out to the stars type thing.
I think that's good also because I kind of already have this connection with Emma's character, and by extension, I mean, I feel like I've got, by having a connection with Emma's character and Tori's character, I kind of indirectly have connections with Anisha's character already. So
Yeah.
this is a way to connect us in an interesting way.
Which, yeah, I don't think we all need direct connections. Does it feel like there's anything else? Like, I think there's some basic of, like, I don't think I'd like Jim Paul Parker Jr. very much, but I don't know if we, like, have that direct connection.
I could say maybe I bought up a ton of land. So maybe like
Yeah.
people's childhood homes don't exist anymore because I'm building apartment stilt complexes on them.
Yeah.
Biggering.
How old did
Bettering.
you say? I'm bigger in the factories. I'm bigger in the corporate.
And when
Relax.
we're talking ages, we're
Check
talking
the
return
bottom.
upon return ages.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So how old did we say Jacqueline was?
35.
35. Okay. I feel like it was probably a young thing. So like I was probably like 18 to 20 maybe.
Yeah, so you're mid 50s.
Mid 50s. 60s.
Yeah, mid 50s
Yeah.
is good. Mid to
Which
late
makes
50s.
sense because Jim Paul Parker Jr. was also 50s, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
And do you, sorry, Tori, does your character publicly go by Paul? Like what is your character?
Paul Parker. LLC.
Paul Parker?
Paul Parker. Nice to meet you.
Can we say that when we had like when you came to support my campaign, we played Paul Simon stuff?
Ha ha ha.
Okay.
It's pretty perfect.
That's a musician?
Yeah, Paul Simon, because we're
Simon and Garfunkel?
and Paul.
Oh, okay. Sad. Is the only one I know is like Hello Darkness, My Old Friend. No wonder you lost.
I'm changing one of my questions.
Mrs. Robinson.
We should now share what our questions are.
Oh.
Because
Cool.
actually we don't need to do that yet. Never mind.
You can call me Al. That does feel very like walk away to it on a campaign.
Do you still preach?
I think that part of, because I feel like I don't know how much time we're saying has passed between the two, but I feel like I probably did some like preaching tours. I could even see myself having like some mega church involvement a la Righteous Gemstones. Like I think that maybe I could go on preaching tours. I think it's like a big event for me to come back, even because this is a small town. I think it's a big event, and like probably it's like they're like Reverend White in town, guest preacher, even if I don't have like a specific place. But yeah, I think so.
If you don't have a flock there right now.
Yeah.
Cool.
I like to think kind of like a has anyone seen The Righteous Gemstones?
Why do you do
little
this,
bit.
baby Billy?
Like a Baby
'Cause
Billy
I'm
type
selfish. 'Cause
character,
I'm
Walton
selfish.
Goggins, yeah. And also mixed with, this is a little bit influenced by, I've just watched all 5 God's Not Dead movies, which starts with Pastor or Reverend Dave, who then like by the end of it is running for Congress and wins.
Is that the one where they're talking about evolution and it's like, excuse me, is your mother look like an ape? They're like, no. Does your grandmother look like an ape? No.
Probably.
So
I honestly can't
where's the
remember a
ape?
second of these fucking movies.
They're so fucking
Did you
dog
text
shit.
5 people that
Also-
got
I
I did. I texted. Margot got the
I didn't
text.
get it.
Yeah,
What the
Jess
fuck?
texted me and said, did you know God's not
texted-
I
dead?
didn't make the list.
Sorry, I only texted one person.
So we do need to keep it moving.
I'm not donating to your shit anymore.
Let's go to rounds of play. We have our very basic map. We have our river connecting the map, which is that relationship map. The first 2 rounds of play are simply establishment rounds. So we are all going to be introducing aspects of the town. We go one by one. We've done introduction order. We could do by how the characters are on the river.
Sure.
Okay, first 2 rounds of play, establishment rounds, and this is on page 12 of the rule book. We are going to be introducing an aspect of the town. You draw a town card from the deck and introduce a new aspect of the town based on the card's prompt, a location, resident, tradition, or event tied to the town and to the characters. And then the town prompts are all on page 13. When you are introducing it, if you're a returned character, you introduce the aspect of the town as it was in the past before you left town. And if you're a remained character, you introduce it in the present. So that also affects where we're drawing it on the map.
Cool.
And some of the
All right.
stuff might be hard to draw on the map, like events, but we'll get weird with it.
So first up is Anish. Mm-hmm. You have the 5 of clubs. Do you want me to read to you what this is?
Yes.
It is a tradition, is what the clubs are. An in-joke.
An inside joke,
An inside
as
joke.
it is now.
God, to do that, I'd have to be funny, which I'm struggling with.
And let me
In-jokes don't have to be funny. They're funny because they're in-jokes.
So true.
Is this an in-joke of the town?
I think you can interpret it how you want,
I guess it is a
as
tradition.
stated.
Guys, roll the clip.
We mentioned how there's tunnels, and maybe that's part of the new development, et cetera, et cetera. Are the tunnels at all underground, do we think?
I mean,
Fantastic.
maybe it could have been attempted underground, and there was like a horrific failure that everyone makes fun of. Sorry, I'm not. I'm just
riffing.
I think we're just riffing. Okay, I'm going to say attempts are being made to try to build tunnels underground, and people keep not wanting that. And the only campaign that's been successful so far has been introducing the fact that like a rumor spreads in town that there are rats in the tunnel. And for some reason people find it so hilarious that like the idea of just rats being in the swamp tunnels
Muskrats.
of this.
The swamps are turning the rats musk.
Do we have gators?
I bet we have gators.
Gay tours.
Outer Banks has gators for sure.
Yeah, North Carolina has.
We have gators in the Carolina
Gators.
Wildlife exhibit of the museum, which is only for native species.
Yeah, no, alligators are in North Carolina.
For sure. I think if there's anything that could be referenced to rats in the blank,
Yeah.
people are making that joke.
Love it. I
Let
drew
'em
a
make
little
it.
tunnel with rats and LOL.
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem. Okay. It's me next. Can you draw a card for me?
Hi. You have the King of Spades, which is a location, a pool of tears.
A pool of tears. I'm going to take this metaphorically, and it's as I remember it. I think that there was a very pretty area of the swamp where, like, the trees were really gorgeous, and that is where Jacqueline and I would go hang out when Jacqueline needed to get away, and that's where I heard, like, the shit that Jacqueline was going through. So it was just, like, a shared private space in the swamp. And I'm going to draw a little log and stick figures on the log. And they're friends. And they have hair. And a frowny face. Okay.
All right, T, you want one?
Yes, I do.
3 of Spades, that is another location, a local landmark or meeting spot.
So, of course, I got to go where the big dogs meet, where I'm taking people for business meetings and whatnot. So maybe because the place is being developed more and more, there is a classy hotel. Let's see, we can call it the Stilton.
The Stilton. Is it on stilts?
Geronimo.
I'm going to
God, I
say
love those
it's
books.
not on stilts, but it has like stilt
Yeah.
architecture, like, you know, kind of like modern
Yeah.
day.
A facade.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like there's like a garden you can walk through that has like stilt inspired sculptures in it. So
Does this
Yeah.
look good?
it looks epic.
I'm drawing a little hotel.
This place seems kind of dope.
Why'd you leave? Okay. Next,
My
it
dark
is
secret.
Jacqueline.
Okay, let's draw.
Jacqueline, you got a Queen of Clubs, which is a tradition, which is a dark or
Dark
shameful
or shameful secret. Oh, man. So we're saying there are gators?
Yes. And
Yeah.
this has to be in the past, just so you know.
No, yeah, I know. I was just thinking, dark or shameful secret, throwing this out there. An idea, you know, how like each town, like a lot of towns have their like hazing rituals or like little things they do. Nothing too, well, actually, so it's like if you like you know you like you're not like accepted as a local unless like they like when you're young they toss you into the swamp without
Yeah.
like anything and you have to survive on your own. And so I feel like that could be kind of a darker, shameful secret. Like this old tradition they had where they'd like hog tie someone and like toss them in the swamp and be like, you have to make it back without getting ate by a gator.
Did it like happen and someone died or something?
How dark are
Yeah.
we getting tonally?
I'm trying not to get too dark.
'Cause
that was the
fine.
thing I was
I'm
struggling
okay
with. Yeah.
going there. Like, I'm okay figuring out what the game is and shifting tone, but at the top we set
Right.
more
That's why I was
chill
like,
tone.
I just don't want to role play it.
Cool.
But
That's a
the
good
kid
line.
can be
You just
dead.
don't-
That's good info.
Can you
yeah.
name the dead?
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to
Or
come up
it
with a
could
dark or
even be
shameful
like
secret.
someone
That's
got
like,
hurt. You know?
yeah, I don't think someone necessarily needs to die, but it's like usually like nobody gets hurt, but this like one time like someone did, and that kind of.
We
Would
can
you name
introduce
them?
a character, yeah.
Oh yeah, we can say.
And then maybe there can be like a memorial statue or some shit like
This
that.
is
too.
them with a arm bandage.
A memorial to the mayor's hand. which he lost. while
I
getting
think that's
hazed.
really funny.
The mayor? And the
Yeah.
mayor said never again.
Yeah,
Never again.
I think that's funny. Mayor Pippin Skimbleshanks. Pippin Jones.
Pippin Jones.
That there's this TikTok where it's like, tag, you're it, and then the person starts chasing. It's like, stop! I don't want to play anymore.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to toss people in the swamp anymore.
That's Pippin
Yeah.
Jones saying ouch in the past. Okay. Next, it's Reverend Simon White. You're returned, so this is in the present.
That was in the past.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yes, I was already on the right one. I'm trying to remember in this first round as I move people. Yes.
I have a six of spades, a secret hideaway. I think. Ooh. The tunnels are newer, so that might not work as well. It's an older one. I think this one is definitely. I think has anyone seen the movie Friendship that just came out this year? Paul Rudd and
Yes.
and
Yes, the tunnels.
yeah, the tunnels. I'm thinking that there could be something that is like not the structural tunnels, but like not the like the newer tunnels that are trying to be, but I think like historically maybe there were tunnels that were like kind of smaller scale for that. Like there's going to be sewers obviously.
Yeah, we could have it be nearby like old mining operations. That's also pretty common.
That's not bad, yeah. And I think that's like if you go certain routes in these tunnels, you can get to like this clearing area that's like away from everything. It's really kind of a pretty maybe like a cliff overlook or something that like looks over the town. That's really nice. And this might be where certain reverends have rendezvous with, hypothetically,
With certain
young dames.
Young dame.
This
Tunnels
is a secret tunnel.
that
It's the makeout point.
yeah.
Cool.
And I think, I mean, I guess I don't go into where like what the detail is like today, right?
No. Because it might be different.
That's
than
what
you
I'm
remember.
interested in. I'm interested in what's different. Okay, cool. Round 2.
Round 2.
Back up to, and we do 2 of these, yes? We do
Yes.
first 2 establishment rounds.
And fun
All right.
fact, we will do more establishment rounds, but you start with 2.
Well, you're, I am against the establishment as part of my my creed.
Did we ever share character questions?
No, and actually, can we put them in the chat? Because it's mostly important for when we do scenes. We can be like, hey, can I pitch a scene exploring your question? So it's good
Thank
for us
you.
to be able to see each other's. But that won't happen until after this next round is done.
All right, did I just draw another one? I don't think I did. That was mine.
And this is for Leo, so it'll be modern day.
10 of spades. A lot of spades here. I don't think we've gotten any red cards.
Did you shuffle?
I shuffled.
Cool.
It is a location, a place of bureaucracy and authority.
Yeah, I think there's a central stilted house that is built on more like concrete foundation with a lot of tunnels leading to this kind of bazaar. And on a lower level, there's lots of like also walkways, like paved walkways that are leading to it as well.
And this is where people meet.
Yep.
Is this the town hall for
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do a little town hall type vibe. It looks more like a school, but y'all get it. 'Tis me next.
Yes. Card, please.
Card.
Oh, shit. 2 of spades. A favorite eating or drinking establishment.
Oh,
Give us a freaking
shit.
lobster jacks here.
I'm gonna call it the honeydew. Let me see if there's a longer name. I think it's just the honeydew. And it's closer to the main roads. a little off the swamp, so I'm adding a main road, like a highway. And it serves, like, funky local dishes. I want to have little lights. It's
Funky
cute.
local dishes.
So we've got cool plants that they sell. Alligator tail, and, like, they're using the plant life that is unique to this area. Or not honey, what was I? The honeysuckle.
Alligator
is what I
jacks.
meant. So the honeysuckle. And I would also like to introduce a character, the matron of the honeysuckle. I think that she's, like, really important to the town. And everyone just calls her Honey.
That's sweet.
Honey.
So I'll draw.
You say Honey Muldraw? Oh, you'll draw.
Honey.
Muldraw is a fun name.
Like, I think it's the only real, like, place to go hang out in this small town. Or one of the only.
It says here, draw or write something that represents this aspect of the town on the relevant map, and add any relevant relationship lines connecting that aspect to your character. Yeah, I guess we haven't been doing that as much.
I think we could, but I feel like that'll get real crowded.
Yeah, I agree. I think
I wonder
that I'll just
if it
remember my
makes us
connection.
reveal things about each other that might, like, Jim Paul Parker Jr. and Reverend Simon White meet at the Stilton, like that.
I think that would make sense, and I think that, I mean, obviously I already said my connection to the fucking, the makeout spot.
Yeah.
All right. Ready for the next one?
Yes, please.
Is this you, Tori?
Yes, please.
8 of Diamonds, which is an event. It is a sporting event. Ooh.
I was going to try to make something up with stilts, but I don't want to do too much with stilts.
Talking too much about stilts.
We can do too much with stilts. There's never too much.
I'm caught between, like, we have some kind of specialty sport here versus, like, some kind of, not like the Olympics, but something like that is going to be held here now that we're a little more, like, established and on the map.
They're building a stadium type shit.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Minor league.
I kind of want to say, like, horse racing or something like that.
Fun.
Because we're not all swampland, right? Like, there's some...
There would be land outside of the town, and we talked about it maybe drying up too, right?
Or being filled in.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about to bring in a lot of wealthy people that I'm excited to rub elbows with.
Tori said draw a horse. With fucking...
Draw
Here, I'm
a
going to do my
horse.
best.
One of the hardest things to draw.
I made a horse out of Baby Bell cheese once. Not cheese, the clay.
The wax.
Oh.
Yeah, the wax that comes on Baby Bell cheese. It's
You get a
really
picture,
good.
send it.
You want another card?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
4 of
So
clubs.
that's a huge horse story.
It's one of those horse costumes that people put on as it's like a big parade float.
Honestly, really great costume if somebody's introverted and somebody's extroverted, because the introvert can just be the back half of the horse.
That's my horse.
Jot this down. Oh, it's a good horse.
It's got a saddle on it.
4 of clubs for you, Margot. A peculiar style of architecture. Something I feel we kind of already have a little bit, but that
Let's
makes
dive
it
more.
more
Peculiar
interesting here.
Style of architecture. I mean, we got the stilt buildings. I feel like maybe. Oh, okay. How about this? Instead of ropeways, like to connect between the different stilt buildings, it's kind of like little series of stilts. So, like, to cross between, you have to jump from stilt to stilt.
What?
You know what I mean?
Like little...
That's in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a parkour challenge.
Yeah. And
And
It's
this
like
is a genuine way of getting
Parkour
around.
civilization.
in Minecraft Civilization,
Civilization.
in Minecraft parkour Civilization,
Have we
everything
created
is
parkour civilization here?
It could even be... I just drew it and then it made me think of it. It could be that, like, some of the older buildings have fallen apart, but the stilts remain, and that's how people get around. Is like...
You know, that's not a bad
Is
idea
this a
too.
genuine way that people get around?
Yes,
Okay.
Or at
think
least
it's
used to be. Yeah.
at least used to be.
All right. For me, goddamn, where are all the red cards at? 6 of clubs, a local delicacy. We've already established that, haven't we? Did we have the alligator tail?
At the honeysuckle, it could be something else.
A local delicacy. What do they got? Is this coastal? No, this is inland. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we didn't really decide. I was picturing it more inland, like mountain, swampy.
I'd love something like frog legs.
Slay.
Frog legs, or maybe there's a specific kind of frog here that we've got in abundance.
Do people go frogging?
Yeah, I think people go frogging.
I might add a little frogging area. The legs are huge because they're so tasty and juicy.
What about a species of frog called the kangaroo frog?
Because their legs are so big.
Yeah, they're like beefy. You know, they're like almost like chicken thighs.
Yeah, look at this frog.
Ooh, that's good. That looks tasty.
Good eating.
And I think it's one of my favorite dishes. I think it's one of Reverend Simon's favorite dishes.
Anna's a vegetarian.
Okay, so we've hit our 2 establishing rounds. Once you've had your first 2 establishment rounds, work together to name the town. Then move to an exploration round.
And this is where I think we'll do the episode break. That was my best guess, is we'll end on naming the town and then do the scenes and stuff.
All right, great. We'll meet again next weekend. Bye.
Hello. Okay, the town then. What's the name of the town?
Benova.
You're funny.
Frog Nova.
Frog Nova.
Frog Nova.
That's kind of funny.
Frog's Landing.
We're naming the town?
Yeah.
We're naming it after frogs?
That was not set in stone.
I think it should have a French name.
Ribier.
Phew.
Willow.
Are we frogs?
Willowwood. Something with like marshopolyps. It's a little too silly. I don't want to get that silly.
Marsh.
I think someone said Ribier.
Jesus Christ.
Sure.
I wonder who. Mark Ribier,
Get him on the pod.
musician. Yeah, Jess and I met him. I have a photo with
you
him.
met him.
Oh yeah, true. I waited until after the show.
We could do something with Burrow.
Burrow.
There's a lot of Burrows. Hillsborough.
Burrows
Greensboro.
and... Wait, no, that's a thing.
Willowsburg. I'm thinking like cattails.
Ooh.
Cattail.
Flytrap, Venus.
Some Venus flytrap, yeah.
Cattail.
This is always the hardest part of the game.
Yeah.
Cattail Junction.
Cattail Junction.
Cattail Junction.
Something like that.
Let's go with it. Fuck it. Let's
Cattail.
go with it. Cattail Junction.
What if that's what we call it? Cattail Junction is like the fun
It
name.
sounds like an amusement park.
It really does.
Right?
Wait.
Yeah.
Me trying to spell junction.
Wait, what did we say?
Nothing
I
yet.
Cattail
looked away
Junction.
for 5 seconds and we named the town Cattail Junction.
You are the returned to the podcast.
I'm personally just looking at towns in North Carolina. I just saw a village
Why not?
called Whispering Pines.
Oh yeah, Whispering Pines.
Whispering Willow.
Whispering
Willow.
Moss. Whispering Marsh.
I mean, that's my thing with North
Marshboro?
Carolina. I mean, honestly, with the U.S.,
Marshboro
like,
is so funny.
honestly, with the-
Marshboro's so
Marshboro, I like
Marshboro,
Marshboro.
but Marshboro.
But, like-
Fuck you.
but, like-
Greensboro. I
like-
love that.
Yeah,
This
I
is
think
the thing.
the Burrow ending is good.
This is the thing with the South and like just suburbs in the U.S. in general is they get rid of the natural wildlife and then name the town after the wildlife they got rid of. Like my home little area is called Hidden Creek. What happened to the creek? We paved over it.
And there's
That's why it's hidden.
There's
That's why it's hidden.
There's like no
Or like Oak
pigs
Valley.
in Durham
There's no
anymore.
oaks there anymore. They're all gone. They've been paved over.
That was funny, Emma.
Thank you.
What'd you say, Emma? Sorry, I was yelling.
I said, and there's like no pigs in Durham anymore.
Durham.
That's pretty
I
good.
kind of like Marshboro.
Cool.
I like
do it.
Marshboro a lot.
Marshboro. Huge success.
There's nobody
Sounds
named
like
Charlotte in
marshmallow.
Charlotte either.
The Queen.
Yeah.
Queen City.
When the fuck are they going to be done constructing that goddamn airport?
When are they going to be done with that damn Burger King?
Yeah.
That's funny. Anyway, I drew some of the ecological, like I put the cliff on the town now. We can erase it if it goes away, but I figure it's good reference, and I put the highway as reference.
Go.
Nice.
I happened to put the horse racing where I happened to put the frog, so that could be a sign of habitat loss, but it just
They
kind
sell
of happened.
They replaced
frog
the
legs
frogs with
at
horses.
The frogs
freaking,
got so jacked that they became horses. They're turning the frogs freaking neigh.
I'm at the frog racing? Betting on frog racing? Swamp water.
That's making the freaking frogs neigh. That's hilarious. You're on fire today, E.
That was really fucking good.
You are quick.
You quick-witted like that? Shit.
Damn.
Okay.
What is that on your hat, Tori?
It is some author.
Richard Scarry?
Artist.
Richard
That one.
Scary. We're changing.
I thought it was a frog for
We're
a
going
sec.
back in time in real life, and we're restarting the episode, and we're going to do a Richard Scary style.
Ooh,
I want to be the worm driving the
Scary
apple
spell.
car.
Yeah, so happy. That's
Too
exactly
slow.
where
Already got
I
it.
want to go. Okay, so we've named our town.
Hi.
Marshboro.
Welcome to Marshboro.
Welcome to Marshboro. We'll role play through some scenes, answer some questions about how Marshboro has changed and stayed the same.
Unrelated, I think the new construction, people nickname the place Marsboro because it's like we're in the
Like
future
outer
now.
space. I love that.
yeah.
We're back in the sci-fi
And it's like
building.
Mars Hill.
I do love sci-fi.
All right, so we've established the town of Marshboro, and we are now going to do some exploration rounds in it. Next episode. So thank you so much for listening to this one. Be sure to check out our link tree in our bio. That is, or our bio on many social media stuff.
Oh, yeah. I'll take
be-
a screenshot of the map right now, and we can share it in between episodes.
Aren't you a smarty smart? Good thinking.
Here's a couple options for you. You can go to our link tree, which is linktr.ee/readplaygame, all one word, readplaygame, where we will have links to all of our social media pages, our Patreon, where you can donate money and listen to our bonus episodes and get our bonus content, and also to our Discord, where we're probably going to be sharing these images and talking about the episodes. We'll also be sharing a map of this between the episodes, and you'll see how that changes. So again, thank you so much for listening to this episode, and we'll see you again next week on a similar, around the same kind of corner of the table, a little bit. Still at this table.
Altogether similar.
An altogether
table.
similar or perhaps different table. We don't know. It could be changed.
TTYL.
Ta-ta for now.